It's pencil sharpener day, everybody. Here I have 3 electric pencil sharpeners. We're going to go over here. We'll just start over here on the left and just go in order. This was the wife's when she was a kid. This one, they're all Panasonic, by the way. This one is a model, looks like C. No, it's actually KP 110. Made in Japan, 100 watt, 1.2 amp. This one is a little bit in sad shape. I think that's the serial number there, 205157. This is from the late 80s to very, very early 90s. One of the rubber feet is a little knackered. This has also been stored in a damp basement for too many years and not used. This little tab of the metal cover here is out. I don't know why. I don't know if it ever came off and was re-glued. I just don't know. And we have some pencils here. These are the greatest pencils in the world, as they call them. The world's best pencil. These are Dixon Ticonderoga pencils, and they're unmistakable because of the metal ferrule they use by the eraser. So what we're going to do is we're going to sharpen each of these pencils in these pencil sharpeners. That was that one. We'll go over each and then we'll try them all out. This one is a lot newer. This is from 2004, 2005, somewhere in there. You can see the styling is very, very similar, but of course they've changed, you know, to keep up with the times. This one really doesn't have much mileage on it. It was rarely used, and then I got that one. This one is a model KP310. It doesn't say how many watts, but it's 120 volts, 60 hertz, 1.2 amp, which means it's the same 100 watts. And this one, being newer, is made in Thailand. At least not China, but it's made in Thailand. And this also only has 3 rubber feet on it. This one here was from my grandmother. This one's real old. I don't have an exact time, probably 60s or 70s if I had to guess, and this particular one has the poin-o-matic. The only repair I had to do to this, by the way, this was brand new in the box when I got it a couple years ago, never ever ever used, was to re-glue the little Panasonic logo, which is also the old style Panasonic logo. So this one is, it's actually got a real nice like plated thing on it that you're not going to be able to see. This is a KP-8A, serial number 44048 it looks like. And this is also 100 watt, 115 volts, 60 hertz. Also made in Japan. This one also has 4 of the rubber feet on it, but time has not been kind to them. As you see, there's little cracks in it, but even so, it still works. And you can actually see here that wire that runs up to the neon bulb, which is the poin-o-matic, and I'll explain all of that as we go ahead and sharpen stuff. Okay, so we'll start with this one here. This one, like I said, has been stored in a damp basement, and as such, the elements have not been kind to it. It needs a little bit of servicing. You hear the "ooh" sound, which means it is in desperate need of lubrication. It may even be rusty inside, we'll see, but we'll give it a shot just as is. Brand new pencil. Here we go. And you see it stops there because that's an auto stop model. And if you look right here, that is a nice sharp point. So that one did an excellent job. And like I said, it's auto stop. In fact, if you go, it won't sharpen anymore. So that's that one. Now this one here is the slightly newer one. So we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. Here's the motor sound on this one. A little quieter. And let's see how it does. Also auto stop. Certainly sounds different. And right there is also another very nice sharp point. And what we'll do is we'll keep each pencil with each, and we can compare the points on them. Now this one is not an auto stop model. This one, again, it has the point-o-matic, and what's going to happen is when I go and sharpen this, when the point is sharp, that light is going to illuminate to let you know to remove the pencil from it. So again, here's the motor sound. Certainly got that all-American, I know it was made in Japan, but certainly got that good muscle car, loud exhaust, you know, good American muscle kind of sound. And let's see how this does. And you see how the light lit up? And there's your point. So we'll put these out and take a look. These are in order of the pencil sharpeners. And let's take a look at their points here. They all look very good. This one kind of sharpened a little wonky, but certainly a very sharp point. I'm sure they've honed their sharpening mechanisms over the years. This one, like I said, is not an auto stop model. So you can tell when I did that, it didn't like it. It kind of auto stops also, but I'll turn it while it's in there. We can get a little bit nicer point. So that's pretty much the deal. So I guess what we'll do now is we'll go and service this thing and see if we can make it a little bit nicer. Okay, here's the back of it. There's only 3 screws that hold it on. You can see where the light shines through, those 3 there. And these gears are greased, and there's like a bearing pin right over there, and some sort of guide with some more grease on it. And the gears look nice and greased, and I just ran this through here by hand, and it put some nice fresh grease back on, well, fresh old grease, which fortunately hasn't gummed up, back on these gears. But now we're going to take it apart and see what else we can do as far as the motor goes. Okay, I took that one gear off, and the entire unit just pulls out of the housing there. And over here is the motor shaft with the plastic gear. Everything is plastic drive on this. And here's a little motor. There's a little circuit board here. Micro switch, tell it when to go on when you put the pencil in. And that was definitely hand soldered. You don't find that kind of quality anymore. So now we gotta take this motor out and see if we could oil the shaft on it. Okay, we have the motor out now. This you just pull the cord guide out from over here, and this is what we're left with. The gear is basically a friction fit on there, and when that's pulled out, it does not want to spin, but that's where it normally sits. So anyway, we're going to oil that up and put it back together. That aluminum looking thing is probably some sort of flywheel to allow this to have a little bit more inertia as it spins. Okay, it's all put back together. See how it runs now. I'll just run the motor. Sounds exactly like it should. And it spins down nice. It actually has a moment or so of spin down time. So everything with that is working good. I'm just going to run the motor for about a minute or so just to get everything nicely lubed up there, and then we'll actually sharpen that brand new pencil. Okay, just gave that about a full minute run time, and brand new pencil, here we go. Nice auto stop. Nicely, freshly sharpened. Best pencil in the world. Dixon Ticonderoga. And then you can see if we line these up here, one sharpened more than the other, or wore it down or grind it away. That was actually the old one there. I'd be curious to see if that actually has metal gears inside, but I don't know if I'm actually going to go ahead and take that apart just for the sake of taking it apart. That one back there does not need any service because it really has almost no runtime on it. And maybe we'll just take a look, see if that's easy to take apart. Here's the old one taken apart. The pencil sharpening bits and stuff, as you can see there, are because I turned it upside down, and apparently it likes to get and stay in the little grinder things there, but it's just, you know, you can brush it out. It's not caked in there. This looks like it has almost rust on it, but I don't even know. I really don't want to play with this, but this is a plastic gear over here, but you can see the metal gear on the motor itself down in there that turns. So yeah, they used to build some really nice stuff. I mean, look at these wires coming in and how everything's wired up. The other one also had this little jumper here and stuff like that, but this has, I don't know if those are, I guess they're diodes. I'm not really even sure. The other thing I thought of is they may have potentially used a plastic gear over here as a like a breakaway kind of thing, where if this jams up too much or something like that, it'll shear this gear, which can then be replaced in case there's too much load placed on it. Or maybe it was just cheaper or quieter as well, because that's like a nylon type gear. And you can see the neon bulb up in there that goes like that. I don't know how they actually sense. Maybe it actually has something to do with these components to actually light up the neon bulb when the thing is sharp. I really don't know. But look at these monster screws they use to hold the top cover on. You can see it screws in right over there through the bottom. And also this piece here, which is metal. This is actually metal, and it has this little spacer, washer, whatever you want to call it. And there's threads on the inside there that thread on to the end right here. So anyway, that's it for these pencil sharpeners. Panasonic always made some great stuff. There is another one in the family, so to speak, that my parents have. That's been around since certainly 1984. I have no idea the model or any other information on it. And I doubt I'll ever be able to get a video of that, but as far as I last knew, it was still working. So until next time, thank you for watching, and please leave a comment if you have one.